ასეთი პროექტები მეცნიერული კუთხით ღირსეულ ადგილს აგავებიებს ჩვენს ქვეყანას მსოფლიო სივრცეში, რომლის ნათელი მაგალითი დღევანდელი ღონისძიება და სწორედ ეს პროექტი არის.
Such international scientific events helps us to be integrated in international scientific area.
ასეთი ინტერესი, ასეთი მხარდაჭერა მსოფლიოს 20-მდე ქვეყნიდან ეს ფაქტობრივად იმის დასტურია, რომ ჩვენმა კურსმა გაამართლა და აქედან გამომდინარე ჩვენ მომავალშიც მხარს დავუჭერთ ახალგაზრდების აქტიურ ჩართვას მეცნიერულ საქმიანობაში.
Participants of participation of representatives from 20 countries from all over the world in this conference proves that our country, that our institution is on the right way and we should continue supporting development of science in Georgia in this way.
Კონდის სახელით ყველას გილოცავთ კონფერენციის გახსნას და გისურვებთ საინტერესო და ნაყოფიერ მუშაობას. დიდი მადლობა.
On behalf of our National Science Foundation of Georgia, Rustaveli National Science Foundation of Georgia, I congratulate for the beginning of the conference, for the opening of the conference, and wish you a very successful and fruitful conference. Thank you very much. And now it's my honor to give the floor to the Ambassador of Greece to Georgia, Her Excellency, Madame Maria Theodorou.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, dear guests and participants. Tamartova. It is a great honor to be here today and to address the audience of the International Conference Perception of Caucasus in Myths and Literature from Antiquity till Contemporaneity. The Caucasus holds a special place in the Greek mythology. For the ancient Greeks, the land was at the edge of the known world, revered as one of the pillars supporting it. The famous Greek hero, Jason, together with his Argonauts, traveled to Colchis to retrieve the golden fleece from the mighty king Aedes. Indeed, in the present-day Georgia is still famous as the land of the golden fleece. An ancient tradition of gold washing from the rivers of Georgia still exists here, with wool used to trap gold sediments. Was Colchis the promised land for the Greeks, for the ancient Greeks, a land of fortunes? We cannot tell for sure. Caucasus, though, was the place where another mythical Greek figure, the legendary hero Prometheus, was chained and served his eternal punishment for tricking the gods and giving the fire to humanity. Only centuries later, Hercules, another mythical Greek hero, released him from his chains. Historically, though, Greeks were present in the Black Sea coast of modern Georgia from the Antiquity and founded the Greek cities on its shores, and they continue to be present in the area for the following centuries. So, we can speak endlessly about the centuries-old and multifaceted connections of the Caucasus region, and specifically Georgia with the Greek world and Western civilization, starting from the dramatic love of Jason and Medea, going to the ancient Greek colonies and Byzantine Empire, and ending up today with the two peoples of Georgia and Greece and our two countries standing next to each other and supporting each other in our common European future. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to the Institute of the Classical, Byzantine and Modern Greek Studies, and the Tbilisi State University, which is our valuable host today for organizing this significant scientific event, as well as to its partners, the Friedrich Schiller University of Vienna and the Shota Rustaveli Science Foundation of Georgia. Wishing every success to the conference and all of you present here, I am more than confident that this event will significantly contribute to the enrichment of the scientific potential of the Institute and will give us one more opportunity to feel the hospitality of this beautiful country. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. And I would like to use this opportunity to express our gratitude, as already mentioned by our Vice Rector, towards the Embassy of Greece to Georgia, which supported the foundation of our institute in 1997 under the guidance of Professor Risma. And I would like to express special gratitude to the ambassador personally for her personal efforts, which ensured us with a few scholarships, tuition fees for all the students of modern Greek studies. And thank you very much for these new developments we have in our institute. And now I would like to give the floor to another host of the conference after the Vice Rector, Professor Ivane Gigineishvili. And by the way, today Professor Dochviri is the guest as a representative of Rustaveli Foundation, but somehow is also host as a professor of our university, and we are especially honored with his presence because we know that it's one of his first assignments at his new position, and we wish congratulate for this very important appointment and wish every success. Thank you.
Hello, welcome. Gladness overfills my heart when I see such distinguished scholars coming from so many countries, more than 20 countries, and over 70, almost 70 delegates from different countries, and this fascinating conference, which covers mythology, literature, cinematography, different epochs related to Caucasus. And that's a great way for sharing the ideas. I teach the apology of Socrates every year. And Socrates says that it's not me who is announced by oracle the wisest person, but everybody who embraces my attitude. And what's this attitude? I know that I know nothing. And such conferences are like this venue where we really are humbled by such great minds who are penetrating the depths of wisdom studies. It's a brilliant words by William Butler Yeats. But those who do not know, so I paraphrase a bit, those who do not know solitude, how can they know that truth has flourished there where students' lamp has shone, and they get, and they're alone. Why they're alone? Because that's the scholarship, the science is something miraculous thing. It's connected very much with the passion of a scholar. And everybody, when he investigates certain issues, puts his own personal stamp on it, his own personal or her own personal passion in this study, and to discover something new, to discover and know that I have discovered it. Nobody in the world has ever seen this thing just as I have seen it. And to be able to share it with the conference is a great thing. And conference is really a way where we are humble. We know that we know nothing. We know that the others have so many things to say to us. And it's a blessing that this conference is not online. We meet each other, we shake our hands, we look in each other's eyes, we drink together, eat, and communicate in this very lively fashion. I have somewhere to spend just a lunch with a scholar equals to reading a book. And it's really so. And I think we shall have ample opportunities to interact and to quarrel, to exchange our ideas. And in this volatile world where such horrible things are happening around us, I think this science and scholarship is a messenger of peace. Because we are about truth. with diversity. And truth is communicable. Truth is something about which we can agree. And that's kind of, we are messengers of truth, and you are messengers of truth, coming here and having this ambition to express truth to others, this universal thing which you have discovered. So welcome, and I hope this conference will be a great opportunity for all of us to be enriched with this infinite treasure. As it's a Greek expression, tema eis ai, or in Byzantine expression, tema eis ai, so the treasure to the infinity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and now I wanted to give the floor to the leader of the Jena team, to the co-chair of the scientific committee of our conference, Professor of Friedrich Schiller University of Jena, Professor Stickler.
Magnificence, respectabilities, Your Excellency, dear professors, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. I first read out the greetings of the president of the Friedrich Schiller University of Jena, Professor Walter Rosenthal, who specifically asked me to convey his best wishes to you. He writes, on behalf of the Friedrich Schiller University of Jena, I would like to welcome you to the conference Perception of Caucasus in Myth and Literature from Antiquity to Contemporaneity, which will take place here at the Ivane Javakhishvili State University of Tbilisi in the coming days. In the days ahead, scholars from 20 countries will contribute to an international program that illustrates the importance of the Caucasus region for European history and culture. A delegation from Jena will also be there. The fact that Jena scholars have been able to contribute to the preparation and implementation of this conference in prominent positions, including on the conference scientific committee, is an expression of the long-standing ties between the Ivane Javakhishvili State University and the Friedrich Schiller University, and fills me with joy and pride. Relations between the Friedrich Schiller University and the Ivane Javakhishvili University date back to 1966. They can be traced back to a partnership agreement which, in keeping with the spirit of the times, was based on the desire to, I quote, consolidate friendship between the peoples of the contracting parties in accordance with the plan of cultural and scientific cooperation between the German Democratic Republic and the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, quoting Ed. In the following decades, a lively scientific exchange developed between our universities, which even intensified after Georgia's independence in 1991. Numerous delegations of academics and students were given the opportunity to visit the respective other university, to establish personal contacts, and to initiate as well as deepen academic cooperation. Over the past decades, this has resulted in close cooperation in a wide variety of fields, in Caucasian studies and classical studies, but also in political science and law, to name just a few examples. The upcoming conference will deal with the most diverse aspects of Caucasian history and culture from antiquity to the present day. The contributions will not only focus on historical developments in the narrower sense, but also and especially on the history of the impact of Caucasian cultural achievements, their reception in myth and literature, in theater and even in cinema. This proves once again that the region in question has always seen itself as an integral part of the European family of nations and still does today. The fact that the lectures of this conference will be held in Georgian and English, German, French and Greek underlines this aspect. As president of the University of Jena, I regard the conference opened today as a symbol for the good tradition of Georgian-German cooperation, which must be filled with life and continued in the future. May the conference, Perception of Caucasus in Myth and Literature from Antiquity to Contemporaneity, contribute to this. Vivat crescat floriat, amicitia tiflitane genensis ad multos annos. So much for the President. Let me add a few personal words. I was really pleased to be part of the conference scientific committee. 10 years ago, in 2013, I came to Georgia for the first time and was able to get to know Tbilisi and the country. In this respect, today is a kind of anniversary for me. Risma Gordesiani is certainly the heart of this cooperation, but there are numerous others beside him who have helped. Levan Gordesiani, Tina Dolice, Bachtan Liceli, Irine Darchia, Levan Gigineishvili. I cannot list them all. The list of our joint achievements in teaching, research and staff exchanges has continuously grown since 2013. I cannot stress enough how positive I feel about our lasting connection, of which today's conference is merely the latest fruit. May it bring forth many more. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Timo. I would like to say that in the end of the 90s till 2013, our collaboration with the University of Jena was not as intensive as it was before. It was a little bit frozen, at least in our field. And we should be very grateful to Timo for the revival of this collaboration and for the new stage in the developments of our cooperation. And thank you very much. We are very grateful for this 10 years you've contributed to our collaboration. Well, and we are almost to conclude our opening ceremony. But I would like to say a few words from my side before we go and take a family photo in the stairs, in the central stairs of the university building. Our conference, you know that today in the evening an encyclopedia Caucasus Antiquus will be presented. And by the way, this encyclopedia, which is this huge 5 volumes you can see here on the table, has been funded by Shota Rustaveli National Science Foundation. So another time. And for the last couple of years, it's also funded by the Patriarchate of Georgia. So, and our conference was planned in the framework of this encyclopedia as its logical end. That's why you see the similar color in design of the encyclopedia and thesis and the program and thesis of our conference. With this conference, we decided to summarize the work done before, to make a kind of report to Georgian society, to Georgian taxpayers as well, who funded the project with our grant. So this conference is about tradition of joint Jena-Tbilisi conferences. But there's no progress if we don't combine the tradition with innovation, as we learned from which was a motto of Professor Gordesiani. And I'm very happy that we keep the tradition, but also we have some important upcoming new projects And I would like to mention a few of them. But before, I would like to say that there is one person who was almost in the very beginning of collaboration with the University of Jena, and she became a symbol of Tbilisi-Jena collaboration. This is Annegret Blondke-Luning, and I would like to thank Annegret for all this years. And now a few words about upcoming projects of our institute and of our university. Tassilo Schmid, our colleague, who is becoming another symbol of Georgian-German collaboration, will make a speech on epigraphic projects, which concerning Georgian epigraphic material, of course, which hopefully opens a new stage in our German-Georgian collaboration. We also start collaboration with Academia Vivarum Novum, and we already have a first Georgian student who is funded by Academia, and we are happy and grateful to Luigi Miraglia and Ignacio Armella who are present here. Thank you very much. And today we start writing a proposal for Horizon 2020 with a representative initiated by the University of Durham, and its representative Irine Anderson. And special thanks to our colleague Edith Hall for this collaboration, which started with her help, valuable help and support. Thank you, Edith. We will also discuss future joint conferences with the University of Madrid, to Iberia's Aid to Europe, and that's why we invited here David Fernandez de la Fuente. Thank you very much, David, for being here with us. It will be fruitful, and we will manage to organize this conference. And of course, it's very important that in 2026, our university will host the annual conference Europlastica. And Georgia joined this important European organization which promotes classics in the secondary schools and universities. And maybe it's not coincident that Georgia joined Europlastica in Jena a couple of weeks ago. So, and last phrase. So you see that our university is a very international university, maybe one of the biggest international universities we have, not only in Georgia but in Caucasus. And there are many international collaborations existing and upcoming, but the collaboration we had with the University of Jena will remain in the history of classical studies as a very special cooperation, because in the Soviet times, Jena served as a window to Europe, sometimes a unique chance for Georgian students and scholars, including me, by the way, to get in touch with European scholars, with European scholarships. Thank you very much. And to everybody, to the vice director of our university for her professional and personal support we always feel. And thanks a lot to each of you, to the participants of the conference for joining us. Thank you.